that push-up into kneeling shoulder press is a chest, triceps, and mainly front head of the shoulder exercise. Set up for this one, we're going to come down onto those knees. Dumbbells are going to be right on the outside of those knees here. We're going to set those weights down directly underneath of those shoulders, so nice and in close here, not out wide, keeping those hands on those weights. Remember, since we have those hands on those weights, just like we would for a renegade row, it's super important that those shoulders are directly over top of those wrists. If they're out like this, those dumbbells are going to want to roll. If they're in close, they're going to want to roll. We want that pressure going straight down. So I can't say this enough. Hand positioning, most important thing on this movement or any movement where those hands are resting on those dumbbells. So set those weights down right under those shoulders. We're going to hop or step if you need to out into that push-up position. You can either do that push-up on the toes or on the knees. I showed it both ways in that demonstration. So pick whichever way is best for you based on your strength level. So if you're up on those toes, remember, nice and low in that push-up. Same thing, if you're down on those knees, core nice and tight. Not leaving that butt up in the air. We're keeping that butt down and in line with the body. Nice and low in that push-up. Once you're at the top, whether you're on your knees or your toes, you're going to press on up and then hop those knees back in nice and close to those weights. Bring those weights up to the shoulders, sit nice and tall, press up overhead into that shoulder press, drop them back to the shoulders, and then repeat. Set those weights right back down underneath those shoulders again and hop back on out. Biggest mistake made, like I just said, is going to be positioning. Make sure those weights are directly underneath of those shoulders so they're not going to roll. Another is progressing too quickly on this exercise. If you're not ready for that hop going out, I want you setting those weights down. I want you stepping on out into that push-up position. And then don't push yourself to go to the push-ups on your toes before you're ready. If you can't get full range of motion, meaning you can't go all the way down towards the floor, I want you doing them on the knees. Adding in those dumbbells, bringing up on top of them is going to make it a little tougher. So don't think that you can hop right into toe push-ups if you can only get one or two normally without those weights. So start lower, but you can always progress on up. So then nice and low, that's another big thing here. I want full range of motion here. I don't want just down here and then pressing back up. You're not going to get the benefit from that movement. I want you getting nice and low down to the floor and pressing back up. Just get as low as you can, and every time you perform this exercise, if you're not able to get all the way down at the beginning, try to get a little lower and a little lower each time. Another main mistake on this one, when we hop back in for those overhead presses, I see a lot of people come up and kind of arch their back and press up over the chest here. Keep those abs nice and tight. You're simply coming up nice and tall and pressing straight up over the body, dropping back to the shoulders, setting those weights back down, and repeating. So just like any more complex exercise, slow it down, break down the different pieces, get comfortable with each one, and then start picking the pace up on it.